So today I want to focus on the creator of my most favorite KyoAni work, Violet Evergarden. And this special person goes by the name of Kana Akatsuki. There is barely any info about her, and her identity is pretty much a mystery. And truth be told, pulling info on her was like trying to find Gilbert. The only real thing that we know about her is that she currently lives in Hokkaido. Straight up, she could be a 50-year-old king crab fisherman or a 25-year-old Hokkaido ski slope instructor, and we would never know. However, that's what I like about her. Based on what I read online, she seems fairly humble and doesn't seem to really care about chasing fame. Please also note that this video will be covering the creator/writer of Violet Evergarden, not the illustrator. The illustrator goes by the name of Akiko Takase, who is actually really well known publicly. I came across pretty interesting pieces on her, so y'all, if this video gets at least 1,000 likes, I will make sure to make a follow-up video exclusively talking about her. Anyways, strap in, grab your 1926 Underwood Portable 4 typewriters, your hipster Brooklyn newspaper boy caps, because today we're going to shine light on this amazing creator who brought us the breathtaking world of Violet Evergarden. I think a great place to start is when Akatsuki sensei won the 5th Kyoto Animation Award back in 2016. To give you guys some context, KyoAni started this contest back in 2010, and it's pretty much a full-blown novel writing tournament arc between both amateur and professional writers all over Japan. And the stakes are pretty high because if you win, not only do you get that $10,000 guap, you also get a book published under KyoAni's publishing company, K.A. Asuma Bunko, and finally your work could be expedited to be adapted into a KyoAni produced anime. That, my friends, is called a Weeb Dream Trifecta. $10,000 to buy a 101 scale Rem figurine, a book published under your name which establishes you as a Weeb intellectual, and finally an anime where you see your waifu materialize into 2D form. Bruh, if I won a contest like that, I would deadass take a ferry to Liberty Island and Naruto run all 162 steps of the Statue of Liberty and do that 27 times. When asked about her approach when she was writing the Violet Evergarden manuscript, she explained how she wanted to package it as a toy box or a jewelry box. Within this box, it's packed with both fun or sad memories. Essentially, it's kind of like a love letter to your audience, which now I hope y'all are seeing the parallels. During her creative process, she also stressed on writing a solid beginning and ending to the story. She specifically wanted her story ending to evoke a good lingering feeling after the reader reads the final page. Akatsuki sensei went out of her way to also avoid filler pages, which, as an anime and manga fan congregation, we could all really appreciate. Because y'all know, sometimes one moment the MC will be learning the special beam cannon move, and the very next episode, the MC be involved in an ice sculpture tournament arc. When you look at Violet Evergarden as a work overall, you do get those slow moments, but these slow moments completely make sense because this series takes place after a time of peace right after a major war. But what I really love about this series is that every episode does an excellent job of tying back to Violet's character development and pushing forward her personal journey of figuring out what Gilbert's I love you meant. So going back to Akatsuki sensei, what really stood out to me was her perseverance and her humility to her newfound success. She explained that it took her 6 months in a cold room during the Hokkaido winter, with the only real thing keeping her warm was a cup of tea. And guys, the reason why I give her major props is that there was this one time during the winter here in NYC where my whole apartment building lost all power, so my heaters was dunzos. And let me tell you, it was so cold I couldn't do anything. I literally wore my parka and jumped in my bed and I was still shivering. So the fact that sensei was able to do this for 6 months straight with minimal heat and all while creating an absolute banger of a story, my respects for her only increased tenfold. After winning the KyoAni award, the only thought that popped in her head was, I thought my life was getting more interesting. She also explained that around this time, it was the first time her father ever praised her. Guys, sorry to sidetrack again. Why is it so funny that all Asian fathers are universally the same? I guess one of the very limited ways to get your father's attention, your Asian father's attention, is by winning one of the country's most well-known writing competitions. But from her father, Akatsuki vividly also remembered him telling her this very famous Japanese proverb of the ear of the rice hangs lower as it ripens, which essentially means the more knowledge the person gains, the more humbler their actions should be. Going back to Sensei's earlier statement of life is getting more interesting, well, it kind of happened for her because her work Violet Evergarden really took off. Especially when the first season dropped in 2018, Violet Evergarden quickly became KyoAni's poster child. On average, it sold 8.7 copies per volume, which is approximately 3 anime episodes, which is well above the benchmark of successful anime series, which on average sells around 5k a volume. I think more so the success of the anime, Akatsuki was blown away by KyoAni's execution of retelling her story. She herself admitted that she wanted to join KyoAni after being highly inspired by Clannad After Story. So the fact that not only did Violet Evergarden get an anime series, but 2 full-length films, it literally blew her mind. She explained that watching the anime was like watching a film. And I feel like her quote explaining her sentiments towards the anime series does an excellent job summarizing why the series did so well. There is subtleties of sensitive emotions, stunning scenarios, music and enthusiasm of the performers, so when I finished an episode, I end up sighing and saying, ah, so pretty. When asked if all of this newfound success of her creation led to any actual changes in her real life, she shared, not really, because she kept her real identity as a writer hidden. But she did share a very wholesome story of when she was riding the subway one day. There's these 2 really young girls that were excitedly talking about Violet Evergarden. And that's when it clicked for her. She's like, yo, there actually is people out here reading my story. And this encounter made her very, very happy. And that, my friend, is called life goals. Now, I don't really know how to end this video, so I'm just gonna read out a direct quote from Sensei, giving both motivation and hope for people pursuing their dreams. Isn't it interesting that my work may be animated by Kyoto Animation? You only go through life once. You can write a novel at any age, whether you're 10 or 80, as long as you have the motivation. Don't worry if you've never written a novel. I have never written one either for the longest time. When I finally became an adult, I started to write in my free time. Is it embarrassing to work hard and chase your dreams? Do you laugh at me for doing that? A statue has never been erected in honor of a critic. Whatever you say, no matter who laughs at you, it's your determination to make life interesting. Thank you, Sensei, so much for touching us with your story, and we really look forward to your movie coming out next month, and we wish it great success. Thank you guys for watching this video. If there's any other creators you want me to cover out there, please let me know down below in the comment section. Love you guys, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.